For information, go to www. Keeps control for Thompson. Pass receiving's wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out, up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to your live events broadcast of North Dakota Class 2A Boys Basketball EDC Conference action in 2024, the first of the year for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Fargo Davies Eagles, and the home team, the Fargo South Bruins. I'm Dan Gunnarsson, joined by cameraman Reggie. Getting excited for this contest, a Friday night in Bruins country. The Fargo South Gymnasium, typically the bleachers just behind me on the west side of the gym. They don't ever pull them out. Tonight they have. That should give you some kind of idea of what the atmosphere is going to be like tonight in this gym. It should be a fun one. The Bruins come in with a 4-4 overall record, 3-1 in the EDC, but losers of 3 of their last 4 games. Meanwhile, Fargo Davies, 5-1 overall, 3-1 in the EDC. However, unfortunately enough for Fargo Davies, they will not be with the services of the EDC, and in fact, one of the state's top scorers in Mason Claybo. He is missing his 3rd straight game. Davies right now 1-1 without him. We will discuss that with the head coach of Fargo Davies, Bart Mason. We will also have a chance to sit down with the head coach of the Fargo South Bruins, Mike Hendrickson, here on the pregame show. We're so glad you're able to join us tonight for your live events broadcast of North Dakota High School Hoops. Back in a moment.
HopeND.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota. If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsboro, Maddox, Page, and Castleton. Or visit our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Here now with the head coach, the Fargo Davies Eagles, Coach Mason. Coach, strong start to the season, although last time out a little bit difficult. First loss of the year for you guys against Minot, but you've had the last couple games without one of your star players. What have you learned about your team in these last, couple contests that you feel they're going to be able to draw in tonight's EDC game?
Well, it's still early in the year, and so I think a little bit when you're playing early basketball, December, early January, it's kind of still trying to find like who we're going to be and what kind of team we're going to be. Some other kids are having to step up for us and start to maybe build some depth within our team and stuff like that. And so, we've been happy with where we're at so far, but we still got a long ways to go to be a real good basketball team.
What do you think those key parts are missing from your team that you feel like you need to see as you continue to progress throughout this season?
Well, we just need to be more consistent on a daily basis. in games and in practice, and we haven't really seen that a whole lot this year. We've seen it, the practice carry over to games, and the inconsistency where we'll play well for a while and then we'll have lapses and not play well. Rebounding's been a big issue for us this year so far, and so there are just things that of little things that we have to do a better job of getting cleaned up if we want to, like I said, take steps to being a better basketball team.
You're playing a pretty good basketball team tonight in South, and what about them and the way that they approached the game and their strategy? Kind of, are you a little bit, I don't want to say worried about, but one of the things that you feel might give you guys fits tonight?
No, I'm worried. I mean, South is super athletic. They get up and they press you and they run guys at you, and you got to make the right decisions, and if we're throwing the ball all over the gym tonight, it's going to be a long night for the Davies Eagles.
So, like we had said, no Mason tonight. Who do you, maybe give us a couple names of guys that you are expecting to step up in his absence now, third straight game?
Well, we need guys like Jackson Beiswinger and Alpha Kamara and Dan York, who played a lot of minutes for us last year, to step up and play well tonight, and through the period of time here, however long we're going to be without Mason. So we need some of those guys who have been around and have played, for us the past couple of years to kind of carry a little bit more of the load right now.
Looking for the experience tonight. Should be a fun one. First game of 2024 against South. Coach, good luck tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Our thanks to the head coach of the Fargo Davies Eagles, Bart Mason, for joining us on the pregame show to talk about the road team on the scoreboard. The Eagles ranked 4th in state in the latest polls from the 3rd of January. Davies comes in second place in the EDC with a 3-0 record, just a half a game behind Fargo North, who's at 4-0, 5-1 overall. The victories came quick for Davies against Moorhead, Bismarck High, and then 3 straight wins against Shanley Central and Red River. An impressive win over Red River, 96-47. That one was the first without the services of the 30-point-per-game scorer, Mason Claybo. The next one out in Minot, the hometown of Art Mason, didn't go as well, 72-60 last week on the 28th of December. Been 8 days between Minot and now South for the Davies Eagles. They'll be looking to course correct in what is going to be a very tough matchup with a South team that throws a lot of players at the problem, so to speak, and they'll be with another player who has been out since the beginning of the year. We'll get a chance to hear from Coach Hendrickson of the Bruins about that and much more regarding his team when we come back. You're watching North Dakota High School Hoops on your live event.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage, our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Here with Coach Hendrickson, head coach of the Fargo South Bruins boys basketball team. Kind of been an up and down season for you. Started out winning 3 of your first 4, and now we've lost the 3 of the last 4. But the EDC record looks good, and tonight a big EDC matchup with Davies. Let's start there. What do you know about them, and what are you a little bit concerned about that they're going to be able to throw at you tonight?
Davies is a very, very good program. Bart does a phenomenal job with those kids, and they have some size. They got actually very quick players. We've scouted. Bart used to coach for me, and so we kind of know what's going on, and they're going to run their stuff, and we just got to take stuff away from them. I mean, they're a comfortable team. They played a week ago against Minot, and got beaten that game, but it was just a matter of the way they started that game. They won it from basically the 10-minute mark on. They were a better team than Minot. So I hope our kids just realize that they got to go out and play hard.
Without Mason Claybo tonight, obviously, what else are you expecting from that team from the offensive perspective? Because he does bring a lot of firepower.
Yeah, and now they become more of a team. And again, taking nothing away from Mason because he's awfully good. But now they don't rely on that one person. They're relying on all of them. And that's what we talk to our kids about is that, it has to be all of their players. Now, you got to be able to defend your guy. It's not help. We don't got to go help and guard Mason. We got to do everything else.
Talk about a team. You run a lot of guys out there. They put up a lot of shots. I think it's something like 8 players averaging 5 or more points a game. Just how tough have you seen your just depth make it on opponents to figure out who are we supposed to guard tonight?
Well, and that's what we've been talking about all year long. Actually, we get another kid back tonight that hasn't played in the last 4 games, and he was one of our quickest kids on the court, too. And so we're going to go 10 deep. But that's what we just said. We need you in there for 3 minutes to go as hard as you can go. If you can bust your tail for 3 minutes, you're going to get back in. You're going to have more good, positive things happening that way. And we're going to get you out, give you a break, and then just get back in and do the same thing over again.
It's not like you guys don't have a star offensive athlete in James Hamilton. Tell me a little bit about him so far. Just been a phenomenal start to his season.
James is a scorer. He just wants to score, and that's the part that we understand that, and we know that he's our guy to do that. And now we're just asking him, can he be that guy that plays that hard for 3 minutes at a time too? And we'll give him a break. And James has a nose to just being around the ball. The ball's bouncing somewhere, 50-50 ball. He gets those things, and that's the type of player he is.
Should be a fun one tonight, Coach. You start 2024. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Our thanks to Mark Hendrickson, the head coach of the Fargo South Bruins, joining us on the pregame show. As he did mention, they will be back with Austin Zulu, brother of Justin, first time since the second game of the year for Fargo South. Ended up injuring his knee out west when they were playing Dickinson High, and so had a missed opportunity with the senior guard. Back from knee injury, he'll be coming off the bench for a Fargo South team that's going to be running 10 deep tonight. We'll see a lot of guys. Fargo South, by the way, outscoring opponents in the second half by 59 points. 8 players, though, and this is the key one, averaging 5 or more points per game. They shoot a lot of threes. They average 23 three-point attempts per game as well. They will be active defensively. They have the highest turnover margin of any team in the EDC coming into tonight. And it should be a really fun, up and down, high-paced game. And that's going to be something we're going to be looking for in tonight's contest. We'll talk about keys to the game in a moment when we come back. You're listening and watching North Dakota High School Hoops on your live event.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Where other banks see risk, Bell sees opportunity. As an SBA-preferred lender, we make loan decisions locally because we know your potential. When Bob and Dan from Alderon Industries came to us for a loan, we saw them.
One of the first things I realized with Bob and Dan, they were really hardworking people and they were passionate about their business.
When I meet with Bell, I feel seen. They saw our vision and then they made it happen.
Your small business is not just your job, it's your whole world. We'll help you get it right.
Welcome back as we get things ready for tip-off here between the Fargo South Bruins and the Fargo Davies Eagles. Dan Gunnarsson, Reggie Funk with you on the pregame show. As we said, both of these teams coming in, reeling just a little bit for Fargo South. Losers of 3 of their last 4 games, including their last 2 against Rogers and St. Michael Albertville. They ended up taking a win against Fargo Horace back on December 21st, but prior to that, a 2-point loss on the road against Shanley, which puts them at that 4-4 overall record. Opened up the seasons with a win at Williston, loss against Dickinson, win against Cheyenne, and then a win against Red River. This is only their second home game of the year. as well. For Davies, just a lot more comfortability at home. 5 straight wins to open the year. Moorhead High, Bismarck High, Shanley, Grand Forks Central. Red River was a road victory for them, and then on the road to Minot, defeat. But tonight, another road game in the middle of a 4-game road stretch, if you want to call it as much, against Fargo South. They'll follow it up with a big one next Tuesday against Fargo North. Tonight, the focus is on the Bruins. 8 players that are scoring 5 or more points. That's just a lot to be thrown at you as a defense, though Fargo Davies does lead the EDC in a lot of different categories, 18 categories to be specific. Mason Claybo led in a lot of those factors, but guys like Daniel York and James Berzinger will be big factors in the success of this team. Beiswinger will be a big factors in the success for Fargo Davies tonight. We heard it from Coach Hendrickson in the pregame. They really do play a little bit more as a team, not so solely focused when it comes to Claybo and his scoring output. Really, it's going to be important for Daniel York and Beiswinger to be able to fill in a lot of that scoring that Claybo has left on the ground, along with others like Alpha Kamara, to be able to fill in the gaps. We'll take our final break of the pregame show when we come back. The starting lineups and tip-off from the Fargo South Gymnasium. You're watching North Dakota High School Hoops on your live event.
I'm Freya Engen. I'm confident during the match, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Lily Bill. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Welcome to the Empire. We have open gym times and 2 full courts with 6 basketball hoops. Court rentals are available. You can even host your own tournaments. Memberships are available. The Emperor's Club. Hone your skills and improve your game. Basketball and volleyball training classes are available now. The Empire, Fargo's newest sports complex.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hungry and on the road? Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back. with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
Dakota Conference, encourage and promote good sportsmanship.
Dan Gunnarsson back with you here from the Fargo South Gymnasium to get you ready with the starting lineups and tip-off between the Bruins and the Fargo Davies Eagles. We'll start with Fargo Davies, the road team on the scoreboard. We'll go like this, starting at a guard, a 6'1 senior wearing number 2, Daniel York. Starting at another guard position, it'll be a 6'1 senior wearing number 15, Nick Hasenbargen. Starting at the forward positions, it'll be a 6'4 senior wearing number 11, Alpha Kamara. Starting at another forward position, a 6'4 senior wearing number 13, Jackson Beiswinger. And finally, starting at the center position, a 6'5 senior wearing number 33, Peter Havelka, coached by Bart Mason. The Eagles come in with a record of 5-1, 3-0 in EDC play. Their lone loss coming on the road against Minot High. And of course, without all EDC player, all state player in Mason Lebo. Now for the home team on the scoreboard and their starting lineup, it'll look like this. Starting at a guard position, wearing number 2, a senior, 5'7", Abu Trawali. Starting at another guard position, wearing number 3, a 5'10 senior, Justin Zulu. At a third guard position, wearing number 4, a 5'11 senior, Dwayne Mitchell.
At guard, a 5'10 senior.
The fourth guard position, although it could be looked at as a guard forward, a 6'3 senior wearing number 22, James Hamilton. And the man in the middle, the center, at 6'8 is senior, Casey Follingstad.
At guard, a 6'3 senior.
Fargo South is coached by Mike Hendrickson. 4-4 overall and 3-1 in EDC play. Their victories so far this year have come against Williston, Cheyenne, Grand Forks, Red River, and Horace. The losses to Shanley, Dickinson High, Rogers, and St. Michael's. Both these teams' first games of the new calendar year, and both looking to gain yet another victory in the EDC standings. Second and third early on in the standings right now. South a game behind North. Davies a game, or I should say a half a game behind North, half a game up on South. And we are ready to go. Follingstad to go up against Kamara, and it is won by South. York, Davies with the win with the ball, and he'll move it around top of the key. Trying to go down low, and it is to Kamara. Kamara double team quickly, then passes it out. Drive, now kick to York, who will drive baseline. He comes around, hands it off to Kamara, who goes up and under, shot up, and no good. Rebound brought down by South, but then quickly lost. Davies goes up for the shot, no, but we are going to get a foul. Going up for the shot for Davies was Helveka. Trawali picks up the foul. His first personal, first of the team, Helveka, to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and good. One more coming early on, first half of this Class 2A EDC matchup. Good. Quickly 2-0. Helveka gets things underway scoring-wise. Trawali with the ball will swing it around to Follingstaff, and then top of the key to Mitchell, who will hand it off to Hamilton, who falls down but gets it to Troala, who will hoist a three off back iron. No good. Long rebound tipped out and then into the hands of Troala. We'll give it to the top of the key where it's Mitchell with the ball. Mitchell, left-hand dribble, drives in, jump stop off glass, right hand, no good. Rebound brought down by Davies. It'll be York to control the tempo for the Eagles. He's picked up at half court, loses the ball, it's a scramble for it. He comes and retains possession, thought about a free throw line shot, steps in, steps back, kicks it out to Kamara, who has the ball taken away from him by Hamilton again on the ground. He retains possession, and now we're going to get a timeout for Davies. Quick hands for South. I don't know if that ball was ever secured by Davies for more than a couple of moments. A quick 30-second timeout, though, for Davies, and they'll hang on to things. That's something that we heard from Coach Mason about before the game, is just the quick hands and the defensive pressure that the Bruins are going to be able to put on the Eagles tonight. And they need to be heads up in this one. Yorkie, Kamara, Weiswinger. Those three gentlemen will see a majority of the ball handling skills. Helveka. Hasbargen as well for the Eagles as they come out of the timeout. Helveka to inbound. He gets it into Kamara. Nice pass down low, trying to go block to block, but that is knocked out of bounds by South. Weiswinger with the ball on the baseline. Pardon me, on the sideline, I should say, as Yorkie gets in. Free throw line shot, little fadeaway, draws front iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Hamilton of South. He's calling to give it to Trawala, who will run the offense for the Bruins. Swing go down low. Hamilton double team, tried to kick it out to Troala. Ends up into the hands of Zulu, who puts it up, no good. Ball tipped out. Nice save there. Oh, and a young man gets knocked down on the sideline. Great job by Mitchell, though, to save the ball. And here come the Eagles. We'll move it around the key. Yorkie with it, looking down low. Gets into the hands of Beiswinger. We'll give it back out. Yorkie will hand it off to Kamara. Elbow jump shot up and good and one. Dwayne Mitchell with the foul as Kamara.
Kamara at the line, shooting one.
Made the shot, and he'll have an opportunity for the and one play. The young man is knocked down, no worse for the wear. In fact, he's got a nice smile on his face. One of the team managers, in fact, for Fargo Davies, as that one goes in. Kamara's got 3, Davies has 5, and they have an early 5-0 lead. Falling staff, wing 3 is good.
3-point basket, Casey Fallenstead.
The 6'8" center going out from range. Makes it 5-3, and we're going to get another foul far away from the basket. This one on Mitchell again. His second personal, third team foul, and quickly off the bench is Josh Barjola.
Substitution in for the Bruins, number 1, Josh Barjolo.
Barjolo, 5'11", sophomore guard. And again, Bruins, foul trouble. Hopefully not an issue for them. They run so deep with their roster. Nice little give and go inside. Shot is up, no good. Kamara there, though, with the rebound. Corner 3 thought about by Beiswinger, but he'll pass it out to Yorkie. He'll get into the paint. He'll run, shot up, and no good. Kamara down amongst the trees. He's got a lot of hop in his game, but Hamilton comes away with it. Hamilton yet to score. He brings it up. We'll hand it off to Mitchell, who will give it off to Barjolo. Three-pointer from the wing off glass. Didn't even draw iron, but Fullingstaff there to almost save it. Yorkie with the ball. Skips it ahead into the hands of Vecca.
Josh Barjolo, his first personal, 4th team foul. At the line for the Eagles, number 33.
Vecca gets fouled by Barjolo as he was attempting a layup, and he'll go to line to shoot 2. First one is up and good. 6-3 our score. Front iron on that one, but a rebound brought down by Davies. That's Hasbarger who gets the rebound. Yorkie went up, has the ball taken away from him. As Mitchell brings it up, we'll give it to Barjolo on the wing. He'll drive into the paint. Right-hand runner off glass, no good as Kamara comes down with it. Kamara gets it ahead to Beiswinger. 3 up on the way and good. Harsbarger with the 3. And Davies up 9-3 early in this one. Fallingstaff, the only Bruins with a field goal so far. Hamilton's been held quiet. Fallingstaff from the wing, no good. Rebound brought down by Kamara. He's going to mess around and get a triple-double if he's not careful. This one kicked into the corner. There's a 3 from Beiswinger. No good. Long rebound, and it is run down by South and then falling on the ground there. I believe we're going to get a foul as Barjolo got tripped up. And the foul on Harsbargen. His first personal. First team foul. And there's your line change for Fargo South. Austin Zulu has checked into this game along with Mike Hamilton. Barjolo still out there. As this runner is up and no good. Rebound brought down by Hamilton of South. Crosses over, Kamara gets into the paint, kicks it out. Head fake, wing 3, Barjolo steps into it on the baseline off iron, no good. Rebound fought for, and then brought down by Davies. And they quickly get it ahead to Yorkie, who is then fouled out on the wing. This foul is going to be called on Austin Zulu.
His first personal, 5th team foul.
So Zulu, first personal, 5th team foul on him. It's Davies out near the top of the key. Knocked out of Yorkie's hands. He'll drive into paint. Tried to pass it and almost turns it over. Now we're going to get a jump ball.
Jump ball. Possession arrow, Fargo South.
Bruins will retain possession. Abakar Minganuji in as well. He's the one inbounding it right now on the baseline for Fargo South. Barjolo will bring it up. Minganuji, top of the key, head fake by Mike Hamilton. He's caught at the free throw line. He'll hand it off to Minganuji. Runner, left-hander, good.
Basket by Abakar Minganuji.
His first bucket of the game, and he makes it 9-5. First bucket from anybody but Fallingstaff as Minganuji comes away with the steal, and we're going to get a foul on Kamara. His first personal, 2nd team foul.
His first personal, 2nd team foul.
As Hendrickson said, they will go 10 deep, and we have seen all 10 of these players, including the brothers Austin and Justin Zulu, James and Mike Hamilton. Fallingstaff does have a brother named Corbin, but Corbin played in the JV game. He will not be playing in this one. We're going to have one more guy that's going to make an appearance here shortly as Minganuji with the bucket, makes it 9-7. And then we're going to get a foul on the far side from Zulu. That's Austin Zulu. And that is his 2nd personal, 6th team foul. Justin Zulu has checked back in and checking in for the first time.
Justin Zulu, and on number 30, Ali Shahid.
Ali Shahid has checked in for the first time tonight for Fargo South. Also checking in now for Davies. We are seeing for the first time Holden Whitty as he gets the ball in the elbow. No, it's stolen away by Minganuji. The young man has come in and injected life into the Fargo South defense and offense. Shahid with the ball, a jump stop, gives it off to Barjolo. Shahid, wing, 3, up, off iron, no good. Minganuji skying for the rebound. Back to Shahid. He's trapped. He picked up his dribble, goes top of the key to Barjolo. He'll come off a screen, drive, kick, head fake. It's Zulu. Pardon me, that's Mitchell. He has the ball. Give it to Shahid. 3 off iron, no good. Rebound fought for, and then brought down by Minganuji. He gives it to Mike Hamilton, wing 3, no good. Rebound finally corralled by Davies, but it's not as easy as you might think, as Zulu was there to create some issues. Kick it out to the corner. Skip passes. Davies will work it around. Also checking in for the first time, Cameron Miller wearing number 14. Meanwhile, Yorkie drives baseline, kicks it out. Wing now corner. There's Miller. 3 in and out. No good. Rebound brought down by Barjolo. The 3, in fact, was hoisted by Caleb Sakari. As Barjolo drives in the paint, kick it. 3. Zulu off iron. No good. Rebound brought down by Davies. And then we're going to get a foul by Minganuji, the 7th team foul on the Bruins.
Fargo South foul number 21, Abakar Minganuji.
His first personal.
17 foul.
And to the line for a 1-on-1 will be Cameron Miller.
Jackson Weiswinger back on for the Eagles.
Weiswinger
14, Cameron Miller.
back on to the floor along with Kamara for Davies. 9-7 our score, 11-12 to go in a fast-paced first half as the first one is up and good for Miller. Davies very good from the free throw line as Miller's second one is up and good as well. 6 of 7 from the stripe, and we're not even to the halfway point of this half. 17 fouls already for South as Hamilton's shot goes off iron, no good, but rebound brought down by the Bruins. Zulu will drive, almost travels and does travel. Chawali, that was Justin Zulu who traveled. Minganuji is out, Fallingstaff is in. Fallingstad has checked in. Shahid wears number 30. Hamilton wears number 22. Fallingstad driving on baseline. He's there defensively with the rejection. Davies does come away with it as Miller will drive baseline. Has room, up shot, no good, but Kamara there with the rebound. He's underneath, shot up and good for him. Alpha Kamara with a strong game so far. A couple buckets for him. They've only had 3 made field goals. Davies has all night, 2 of them to Kamara. Most of their work has come from the free throw line as Shahid will kick it out to Hamilton. Speaking of not scoring, Hamilton hunting his shot. Step, it's on the line, too long. Rebound brought down by Trawala, who kicks it in the corner. There's a 3 from Zulu. That's off on iron, no good. Fallingstaff has it. Moving the ball around. Shahid will drive into the paint. Bounces off a Davies player shot. No! They're going to say a charge on this one. Defensively, that one is picked up by Sakari. Shahid picks up his first personal, 8th team foul, and a turnover by the Bruins. They themselves have only had 3 made field goals all night. Fallingstad and a couple from Minganuji as this is a turnover. Nice little run and jump as they quickly get it ahead to Trawala. He's in the corner. He'll go top of the key, and that one almost taken away by Kamara. You could tell the collective groan of the crowd. They want to see fireworks. Meanwhile, Hamilton gets it down to Shahid, who rushes the shot, and then it is taken back by Davies. And Davies, Sakara, he's picked up a little run and jump. Pressure pulled off by the Bruins, and another steal to Hamilton. Hamilton gets Kamara to go by him, but Kamara is able to recollect himself, gets the block, and Hamilton, while trying to go up, gets fouled on the ground by Sakari. No, they called a jump ball.
Back in for the Eagles, number 2, Daniel York.
What a play by Sakari. And a turnover. Ball back to Davies. I'm shocked that they called a jump ball on that. I could have swore that his arm was being held. Better angle from the baseline referee, and there is no call there. A lot of contact out near the three-point line as Davies will swing it around. There's a pull-up J from Beiswinger. Shot no good, but Kamara again with the rebound. Ball being tapped around like a volleyball. Finally, Hamilton comes down with it, and Kamara will pick up the foul. His second personal, 3rd team foul for Davies. I tell you what, just a lid on this bucket tonight, and you can see the visible frustration from Hamilton. A young man who came in averaging about 23 points and 9 rebounds a game has been held out of the score sheet along with most of his team. Wing 3 up and good. finally a three-point Justin Zulu make. And it's 13-10. I know the Bruins haven't been able to score anything, but neither has Davies. Meanwhile, that shot way off the mark from Beiswinger, and a rebound brought down by Hamilton. Here come the Bruins as they push it ahead inside the three-point line. Here's Chihuahua three. He knocks it down. And we're tied at 13. Quickly down the other way. Kamara shot up, no good. Rebound brought down by Davies. Beiswinger, three, wing, no good there, but nobody goes after the rebound. It ends up into the hands of Davies. Kamara, baseline J is good. Alpha Kamara now with 7 points to lead all scorers as Hamilton gets it up. He'll take a wing three, off iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Yorkie as he pushes it ahead. He's been held scoreless, second leading scorer for Davies. That may change here shortly as a blocking foul is going to be called on Chihuahua. It'll be his second personal, 9th team foul.
Second personal, 19 foul. Back in for the Bruins, number 1, Josh Bargiolo. On number 4, Dwayne Mitchell. Cameron Miller back on for the Eagles. At the line for Davies, Daniel York shooting the bonus.
I've been saying Yorkie all night. It is York. So my apologies to that young man, and rightfully owed. Daniel came in, averaging 21 points a game in EDC play, 19 overall. His first free throw up and no good. Can't continue the trend of free throw attempts made. That's actually his third of the game as Hamilton just forces his way to the hoop, but just too strong with it. New York now is going to bring the ball up, get into the paint, and then knock it off his knee and out of bounds. Turnover, Davies. York, in fact, the only Davies Eagle with a missed free throw so far.
Davies, number 21, laying a call. Back in for the Bruins, number 21, Abakar Minganucci.
And it's 15-13 into the game for the first time. Lang a call has checked in as he guards the ball handler out top. That's Dwayne Mitchell. He's checked in. Fullingstad. It's going to be Minganucci. Three-pointer way off. Here comes Davies. Out on the baseline. Trap finds Helveka, who goes up and in for two. Helveka now with 4 points. His first made field goal of the night. Pushes the lead back to 4 for Davies. Mitchell, give back. There's a three from the wing. Got it! Josh Bargiolo puts it in. Fourth made three tonight for the Bruins. They attempt about 23 a game. Got to be close to that mark. That one is knocked off the legs.
Substitution for
Helveka and a turnover on the Eagles. Helveka, a call. York, Beiswinger, Harsbinger out there for South. Bargiolo drives, shot is up and no good. He comes down hard, picks himself up. Now a quick double team in the backcourt, and then one just out at half court, but it is broken. Shot up and no good off iron. York with the rebound, put back, no. Helveka up for two, no, but a foul.
Fargo South foul number 22, James Hamilton, his first.
Hamilton picks it up, his first, 10th team foul.
Shooting two.
As Helveka will go to the line to shoot two.
Correction, Bruin foul number 12, Austin Zulu.
So it isn't on Hamilton, it's on Zulu, Austin Zulu. And that's his third personal. So that one is up and no good. One more coming though.
Back on for the Bruins, number 22, James Hamilton. Substitution for Fargo South, back on number 30.
Second one up and good. Helveka, and it is a 2-point lead for Davies. There's a 3-point from deep for the Bruins, no good, but a rebound brought down by Shahid, who goes up and in for 2. Quickly head the other way. South scrambling to get back after the pressure was broken by Davies. York at the top of the key. He's going down low. Quickly converged on is Helveka. He goes up for 2. He's fouled and 1. Powered through the contact of Shahid. Who picks up his second personal. One more coming from Helveka. Off back iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Hamilton. 20-18 your score. Hamilton quickly up the other way, goes right to the hoop and then kicks it out. 3 from Trolala's off iron, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be off of Davies. Boy, it really did seem like Minganuji knocked that one out of bounds, and the baseline referee is not asking for any kind of conversation from the other referees, so it'll stay South ball as Hamilton gets it on the inbound, no good, but a rebound brought down by South. Minganuji with it, goes down low to Hamilton, spin move, goes up with the right hand and good. James Hamilton with his first bucket of the game, and he ties things up. Almost a turnover in the backcourt. York gets it. Baseline drive as Davies will move it around. Top of the key, a little zone 2-3 action from South. York off back iron, no good. Rebound brought down by, who has it? Jump ball. Possession arrow.
Jump ball, possession arrow. Fargo South.
To the Bruins.
Substitutions.
Couple substitutions as Hamilton
in
checks in.
25, Caleb Scary.
And Caleb Scary will check in as well. So Mike Hamilton for the Bruins, Scary for the Eagles. 20-20 our score. Frenetic pace in this one with just under 5 minutes to go. Make sure and stay tuned for the halftime show brought to you by First Class Mortgage. We'll break all of this down for you between the Eagles and the Bruins. Both these teams know how to score, but they can run the floor very well and have caused a lot of pressure defensively. Minganuji misses the 3. Mike Hamilton will hoist from wing, no good. Minganuji, though, so active on the glass. And the putback. And Minganuji now with 6 points. And again, Davies breaks the pressure. Hustling back is South, kind of disrupt that shot from the wing from Davies. Rebound brought down by Helveka. And shot up no good. Hamilton gets it ahead to his brother Mike. Minganuji left alone on the corner. He'll hoist from anywhere. Thought about it there, looking for somebody, gives it to Trolala. Trolala has it knocked out of his hands by York. York still fighting, but Trolala gets through it. Head fake at the top of the key by Barjolo. And a crossover by Minganuji, tries to get through 2, and he's going to get a foul called on the drive. This one is going to be on Scary.
Davies foul, number 25, Caleb Scary, his first personal, 4th team foul.
First personal, only the 4th team foul on Davies.
Back on for the Eagle, number 40, Holden Whitty.
As Whitty checks in,
Helveka
Helveka is out.
Number 45, Casey Fallingstead.
Fallingstead is in for South as Minganuji takes a seat. Great bench minutes from Minganuji. Drive here, ball lost by Zulu, turnover. South, and then it is thrown off of Zulu out of bounds. A heads-up play there by Harsbanger. Ball thrown away as Davies was trying to break the pressure. Beiswinger was looking to give it to York. Throws it into the South bench. So a turnover. And South will have an opportunity to build on this 2-point lead. Hamilton on the baseline. Bounces through contact, up and good. James Hamilton, such a strong young man. You can see why he scores so many points for this Bruins team. Top of the key, 3 on its way. That one is knocked out of the air. Great defense by the Bruins there. Quickly ahead the other way. Mike Hamilton gets into the paint, puts a shot up, no good. Gets his own rebound, goes back up with the ball, and good.
By Mike Hamilton.
His first field goal make of the night as York gets through. He's double teamed. He has the ball taken away from him. Here comes Trewalla. Trewalla, little acrobatic move. Ball knocked out of his hands though as Davies comes back the other way. York bumps into Hamilton. They're going to call a foul on that.
Fargo South foul number 10, Mike Hamilton.
His first personal.
2-shot penalty.
And 2 shots coming from York,
At the line, shooting 2.
who's 1 for 3 from the line tonight. That man came in averaging 19 points per game. And that one is up and good.
Back in for Fargo Davies, number 33, Peter Havelka, replacing Weissweger. In for the Bruins, number 1, Josh Barjolo, and number 30, Ali Shaheed.
One is up and good as well. South up 26-22 as the Bruins move the ball around. Driving into the paint, shot up and no good, but we are going to get a foul on Skari.
Davies foul number 25, Caleb Skari, his second personal, 15 foul.
To the line to shoot 2.
Josh Barjolo at the line.
Barjolo for 2. Skari, second personal. Barjolo. Well, the made three-pointer tonight. Misses that first free throw. And Hamilton will check back in for Fullingstad.
James Hamilton.
Cam Miller checking in for
Davies, number 14, Cameron Miller.
Davies as Skari will take a seat. One more coming for Barjolo. That one is good. 1 of 2 from the line. Barjolo now with 4 points. Hamilton gets his hands on the York pass, a turnover. He goes right into the body of Miller, up and good.
Hamilton.
So James Hamilton has started to take this game over defensively, run a little bit of a 1-2-2 press are the Bruins. Davies breaks it, tries to get it underneath, and then throws it away. No, they're going to say it is off of South. Justin Zulu was saying no. Baseline referee says yes. It'll stay Davies as Miller is replaced on the baseline by Beiswinger. As Bargan out there along with York and Fullingstad. Beiswinger looking, gets it into Miller. Miller drives baseline, runner with the right hand off glass, no good. Rebound brought down by South, and then we're going to get a foul on Miller, I believe. As Trawali was trying to push it up the court. And just the 16th foul on Davies with 2:14 to go in this first half. 29-22, the Bruins defensively have put so much pressure on Davies that they're just not really able to accomplish much offensively. Backdoor cut by Zulu, not taken. As Barjolo has it, top of the key, will hand it off to Trowally, who will give it to Zulu. Corner 3, that one knocked out of the air by York and taken out by Fullingstad. Gives it to Miller, who will drive the other baseline, but then stepped out of bounds as he was trying to get up the court, and a turnover on the Eagles.
Bruin substitution on number 4, Dwayne Mitchell.
Dwayne Mitchell is in. Trowally is out. Mitchell will run the offense. Standing at the mid-stripe logo. Just under 2 minutes go in this first half. Crossover dribble from the elbow. Gives it to Mike Hamilton. Deep 3 off iron. No good. Rebound brought down by Miller. Quickly gets it ahead to Fullingstad, who lets the defense go by and up and in for 2. Pardon me, that's Helveka who puts it up and in. This one is up from Hamilton. No good, but James comes down with it. Foul is going to be on the aforementioned Helveka. Going to be his first personal 17 foul, and to the line to shoot 2 will be James Hamilton, his first 2 of the game.
At the line for the Bruins, number 22, James Hamilton. 2 shots.
First one is up. Good. Second one up and good as well. 8 points for Hamilton. This lead is back to 7 for the Bruins. Davies being sped up. Skip pass. 3 on its way is no good for Beiswinger. Rebound brought down by Barjolo. He'll push it for South. Give it to Mike Hamilton. He'll head fake, drive baseline, runner right hand. Good.
By Mike Hamilton.
Now you're seeing the effects of all the three-point shots from South. You saw Davies' defense just start rushing out towards Hamilton. Now another steal as James Hamilton comes up with it. Quickly head the other way to Zulu, who has that ball knocked out of the air, but James Hamilton coming back with it, gets it on the floor. Ball is now pushed up by York. York's going to push the pace. He goes up for the layup. No, they're going to say the foul was on the ground before the shot. So York will go to the line to shoot 2. The foul, meanwhile, is on Barjolo, his second personal.
At the line for Davies, number 2, Daniel York.
And now York to the line to shoot 2. He's 3 of 5 from there tonight. 2 more coming. First one, no good.
Substitution. Back up to the Bruins, number 45, Casey Fallingstead. Number 5, Mark Dolman.
Second one is up. That one is good. (33-25) our score. As the Bruins move it around the perimeter. Hamilton on the baseline with it. Step back 3. Off iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Miller. Who could get it into Beiswinger's hands. Back to Miller. We'll get it up the floor. Nobody picked him up. Beiswinger has bargained to York. Helveka asking for 1 shot. The game clock and shot clock about a half a second difference. So before the game clock hits 0, York just doesn't care. Puts up a wild shot. We're going to get a blocking foul. Trying to see who that one's going to be on. And it's going to be on Fallingstead.
45, Casey Fallingstead.
His first personal.
Back in the line for Fargo Davies, number 2, Daniel York, shooting 2.
As York goes to the line to shoot 2. First one's up and good. York, 9th attempt coming for him. As Davies will get in Whitty as York misses that one. It just has not been solid from the line tonight. Here's a 3, no, a long 2, and it's good. That one coming from Mark Dahlman as Davies throws the length of the court. No good, but Mark Dahlman, a guy we did not expect to see in this one, makes the last bucket of the half. Had he stepped back just a moment, he would have had a 3-point shot. Instead, it's a 2-point bucket, but good, and it gives the Bruins a 35-26 lead at the half. An outstanding half from the Bruins as they will carry a 9-point advantage into the locker room. We'll discuss that and give you some first half stats when we come back with our First Class Mortgage halftime show. You're watching North Dakota High School Hoops on your live event.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Visit us today at any of our 6 locations.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
College goes far beyond the buildings, classrooms, and the tests. It's about making new friends, trying something different, and discovering your purpose. It's about getting involved, supporting your community, and joining the conversation. It's about learning, growing, and finding your passion. This is not your average classroom. This is the University of Minnesota Crookston.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
Back here on the First Class Mortgage halftime show. Thank you to First Class Mortgage for bringing us this opportunity to catch you up on the action-packed first half between the Fargo Bruins and the Fargo Davies Eagles. 35-26 your score. Let's get you an opportunity to kind of look at some of those first half stats. We start with Davies, the road team on the scoreboard, led in scoring by Peter Helveka with 9. Daniel York had 5, 7 from Alpha Kamara. His 2 fouls picked up really changed the way that this game was going for Fargo Davies. He was all over the boards, just causing all kinds of havoc for the Eagles. 3 points from Nick Hasbargen, and then 2 points from Cam Miller. Gives 26 for the Eagles in that first half. 7 personal fouls. Kamara and Caleb Scary, the only 2 in real foul trouble. Daniel York ended up going 5 of 9 from the free throw line, leaving 4 points on there. This game would look a little bit different if he made maybe just a couple more at 35-29 or even 35-28, but as it stands now, 35-26. Meanwhile, for the Bruins, they were led in scoring by James Hamilton, surprisingly enough. He ended up with 8 points in that first half. He also had 6 points chipped in by Miganuji. He was fantastic off the bench. 4 points from Barjolo, 3 points from Chihuahua, Justin Zulu, Mike Hamilton had 4 points as well. 3 points coming from Casey Fullingstad. And then you had 2 points from Mike Dahlin right there at the end of the half, or I should say Mark Dahlman for the Bruins, along with Ali Shahid, who ended up with 2 points of his own to give the Bruins 35. Foul trouble? Well, 14 team fouls in that first half. You had 2 on Shahid, Mike Hamilton, Chawala, Barjolo, and then 3 against Austin Zulu, back for the first time in about a month for these Bruins, and he saw limited action just based on the foul trouble that he ended up having. But that was the scoring for the Bruins in that first half as they took a 35-26 lead. As we look to that second half of action, as the Bruins have come out of the locker room, one of the things that is going to be important for Davies to do in this second half is to calm down. Felt like the pressure really sped up the Eagles almost to a fault. Felt like they thought they had opportunities to attack the basket, but the athleticism and length of the Bruins really caused issues for the Eagles as they attacked the hoop. The recommendation that Martin Manson is probably talking to him in the halftime locker room about right now is calm down, let's set up our offense, let's swing the ball around against this 2-3 zone that we saw the Bruins throw out at them. We're going to have opportunities to take threes, and we have to be able to do that. The other part about this as well is that if we put threes up, Kamara, who had a fantastic second half, or I should say first half in rebounding, no one's going to be able to box him out. So get him down low, give him an opportunity to attack the hoop, start making some threes, start taking some threes, and things will start to open up for you. On the other side for the Bruins, it's continue to do what you've been doing, which is be aggressive defensively, continue to attack the hoop, continue to launch threes. Like we said, coming into this game, Fargo South, they averaged 23 three-point attempts per game. But that's not by mistake. Not by mistake at all. They mean to throw up that many threes at the hoop. That's part of their strategy. I want to thank First Class Mortgage for sponsoring the halftime show. When we come back, the start of the second half from the South Gymnasium. You're watching North Dakota Class 2A EDC Boys Basketball on your live event.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Dan Gunnarsson, Reggie Funk back here at the Bruins Gymnasium getting ready to bring you second half action. Again, they get a First Class Mortgage. It's more than just their company name. It's the way they do business. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, their dedicated team takes the time to understand your financial situation. They provide first-class services, first-class knowledge, and a first-class experience at the lowest interest rates. For more information, go online to firstclasscorp.com. That's firstclasscorp.com. South already out of the timeout, ready to get the second half underway. They will start with Chawala, Justin Zulu, Dwayne Mitchell, James Hamilton, Casey Fullingstad. For the Eagles, they'll start with their 5 as well. Daniel York, Alpha Kamara, Jackson Beiswinger, Nick Hasbargen, and Peter Helveka. Davies ball to begin the second half. We're underway as York will swing it over to Bargain, should say, and he'll go top of the key to Helveka, over to York. On the right wing to Kamara. Missed a majority of that first half in foul trouble. Davies' bench just not as deep as South, so they can't afford him to get any more fouls early on in this second half. A drive by Beiswinger is cut off. Bargain. He's cut off. He gives it to Beiswinger. Shot is knocked out of the air by Fullingstad. Picked up by South. Quickly ahead the other way as Fullingstad runs into a Davies player. Thought about a deep 3. The 6'8 center decides against it. He's open in the wing. No, it's going to be a 3 from Chawala. Ball is brought down by Davies. Almost a travel. as Beiswinger gets it ahead. Almost another travel by Davies. Head fake, ball down low to Kamara, head fake. He goes up for two, no. But a rebound brought down by Helveka. His shot no good, but there's Kamara again on the board. His shot no good. Rebound again by Kamara, and he goes up and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Immediately, we are seeing the difference that Kamara makes for this team on the boards as the foul is picked up by Follingstad. His second personal. First team foul as Kamara will go to the line to shoot two. First one is up and good. 7 points for Kamara in that first half. Just such an energy type player. Great bounce off the floor. Shot is up and good. Has a great looking stroke as well as both of those go in. He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Brings that 9-point lead for South down to 7. Very active player. Davies out in that man-to-man defense. And then we're going to get just a very cheap foul underneath, and Manson hand in his head as he looks down, and it's on Kamara, the young man that we just said you cannot have pick up cheap fouls early. We're barely a minute into this thing. He's already got 3. Another 16:50 and change to go. Nice cut underneath by Chihuahua. Mitchell gets it back as Chihuahua wasn't able to handle it. Hamilton, I should say, loses it. Chihuahua gets it. Follingstad, he looks, swinging, no. Mitchell will give it to Follingstad, and then he'll hand it off to Zulu. Zulu, left-hand dribble into the paint, kind of a Euro step in off glass, no good. Hamilton with the rebound. Hamilton goes up, and he is blocked. No foul is called. The student section in an uproar after that no call. York steps in from about 15 feet, no good. Kamara knocks that one out of bounds as Beiswinger was trying to save it. Thought he was going to be cute with it, was not. Baseline referee goes, I saw what you tried to do there. And the ball goes back to the Bruins. Chihuahua will run the point. Mitchell with the inbound as he makes his way up the court. Follingstad with it. A lot of action on this one. It's an open 3 for Zulu. Justin Zulu off back iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Kamara. Beiswinger quickly ahead to York. Looks for the screen from Helveka, gets into the paint, now kicks it out. Beiswinger, head fake, he gets into the paint, steps through Follingstad, who blocks it, but it comes into the hands of Helveka. He can't make the point blank shot. Hamilton comes away with it. It goes into the hands of Chihuahua, who gives it to Zulu for 3. Got it! Justin Zulu's second 3 of the game. And it's a 10-point lead for the Bruins. York with the ball. He's bodied up by Chihuahua. Gets the screen from Helveka to clear. Goes into the body of Follingstad. Tries to go up with the right-hand layup. No good. Rebound brought down by Hamilton. Quickly ahead the other way to Zulu. No good. Mitchell there for the rebound. Kamara there for the block. Hamilton streaking, but it's taken away from him. And then we're going to get a foul on Mitchell. And for Mitchell, it'll be his third personal. And a second team foul. And quickly to the bench.
Second team foul.
Will go Mitchell.
Substitutions in for
and Follingstad as Abakar Minganuji checks on in to this one along with Josh Barjolo. And we are also going to get Austin Zulu in for Chihuahua. Chihuahua, I should say. And there is the pressure put on by South. Cade Olhauser is into the game. He's got the ball on the right side. He's into the game for York. An early substitution for York as Kamara goes at the hoop. No good. Had to readjust due to the South defense. Minganuji out wing 3 off iron. No good as Kamara skies for the board. He quickly gets it ahead to Olhauser. Olhauser crossover. Loses it at the half court. Almost throws it away. And no, doesn't. No, pardon me, does. Is Hamilton, in his attempt to save it, knocked it out of bounds. So it'll stay with Davies basketball. Coach Manson just really trying to figure out a way to get this offense going. York right now behind the Davies bench looks to be maybe working something out physically. It's been a rough game for him. As Kamara, baseline J is off iron, no good. Just had to do something with it. Kind of felt like he was caught down the other way. Hustling back is the Davies defense. Also hustling is Hamilton, left-hand shot up, good, but a charge.
Offensive foul. Fargo South, 22.
Asbargen takes the charge as Hamilton picks up his first team foul, or first personal third team foul. As Mike Hamilton checks on in for Justin Zulu. So Justin Hamilton, Mike Hamilton both in, but Justin Hamilton, the only remaining starter. Olhauser down low, Follingstad. Nice little head fake up and good.
Davies foul, number 11, Alpha Kamara, his fourth.
Kamara has just picked up his fourth foul. Just not the position you want to be in now. 14:09 to go. Kamara.
Substitution on for Davies, number 32, Colton Ranke.
Has been so good for this team defensively, but the foul, unfortunately, will send him to the bench with 4, as Davies will send in Colton Rinke. So Olhauser and Rinke, two guys that don't get a lot of play, a junior and a sophomore respectively, into this game as the depth is being tested for Davies. Hamilton's going to test the rim. It's good on the layup from Hamilton. Davies quickly down the other way. Bargan goes in. Shot is knocked out of midair by South. That one is saved by Helveka. Rinke down low to Helveka, goes up and in for 2.
Assist from Bargan.
40-32 our score. Can Davies survive the onslaught that's being brought on by South as Barjolo gets it out to Newbinger. Shot up for Hamilton, no good. Rebound brought down by South. Shot up again by Shahid is no good, and a rebound brought down by Davies. Olhauser is hounded out the top of the key by Shahid. Head fake from Beiswinger. Goes to Olhauser, top of the key, 3, off iron, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds, so it'll go to Davies.
Substitution in for Fargo South, number 30, Ali Shahid. On for the Davies Eagles, number 40, Holden Whitty, replacing Havelka.
So Whitty is in. Right now this Davies starting lineup is left with Helveka and Beiswinger. Pardon me, not even Helveka, I should say. It's Harsbangen. Has Bargan and Beiswinger. The only 2 starters left out there with Whitty, Olshauser, and Rinke. There's a 3 from deep. Good. This one is knocked down by Austin Zulu. His first made field goal as Beiswinger comes down the other way. He leaves that one short. Ball is being knocked around on the ground. Beiswinger trying to come up with it. It's going to be a kick on Davies. So the ball will go to the Bruins. And a timeout from Coach Manson will take one as well. 12:28 to go in the second half. The Bruins up by 11 on Davies, 43-32. You're watching North Dakota High School Hoops on your live event.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsboro, Maddox, Page, and Castleton. Or visit our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
Back here out of the break, a 11-point lead for the Bruins, outscoring the Eagles early in the second half, 8-6. Bruins so far this year outscoring opponents by 59 points in the second half. So a team that is definitely a second half team. Already came in with a 9-point lead, as that one is up and good for Minganucci. So Minganucci puts that in, his first bucket of the second half. Davies quickly down the other way. This one shot is up and good for Rinke. Holden Rinke And he's at the half court trying to take the ball away from Shahid, who gets it to Zulu, who will run towards the hoop. No good. Nice defense shown there by Whitty. Down the other way is Beisenwinger. He gets it to Olhauser. Wing three rejected. Great trailing defense by Barjolo.
Fargo saw substitutions back in number 2 at Luke Trawali, number 22.
As
James
Davies will
Hamilton.
retain possession. For Barjolo,
Number 3, Justin
a
Zulu.
great rejection.
Number 4,
He's
Tony
grabbing a
Mitchell.
seat on the pine with the 3 other Bruins, almost a whole lineup change for Coach Hendrickson. And this one inbounded, and it will be South ball. Beiswinger thought that South was going to touch it, or I should say Olhauser thought South was going to touch it, let it go. So South comes up with the turnover. Davies looking to do a little 1-2-2 pressure. South probably practices it every day in the gym because they put the same kind of pressure on the opponents, easily break it. Seen it over and over as Trawala's 3 is off iron, no good, and Hamilton comes down with the board. Just feels like there's a little bit more want from the Bruins tonight. They may be undersized, but they just keep throwing bodies at the problem. Those bodies have just had more energy as Hamilton's wing 3 is off iron, no good. That ball knocked out of bounds. Will stay with South. Coach Manson and his bench can't believe it. Hands up in disgust. Baseline referee, who I agree with, by the way, that did look like it went off of Davies. Inbounds comes into Hamilton, shot up and good.
James Hamilton.
So James Hamilton, 8 points in that first half, now up to 12 points. Kind of a quiet first half. A little run and jump defense from the Bruins as Olhauser gets in the paint. There's a shot on top of the key, no good, but Beiswinger comes down with it. He'll have to dribble out of pressure. Skip pass over to Olhauser. Wing 3 off iron, no good. Rebound is fought for and then knocked out of bounds by Davies.
Substitutions. Back in for Fargo Davies.
As Bargan thought it was off of South, as Helveka is in. Whitty is out. York is back in.
Daniel York.
As Bargan is out. And South, Dwayne Mitchell will bring it up. Woof, almost an over and back, but Mitchell able to cross that timeline before he caught the ball. Head fake at the top of the key, gets it. Trawala, Fullingstad, head fake, looks, top of the key, Mitchell, passes it over, a little zone look for Davies. South can hoist 3s and knock out of that in a quick hurry. That one is good from Justin Zulu. His second made 3 of the half. He's got 9, and the lead is 16. Nice little spin move by Helveka. Shot up, good, and 1. And for Fullingstad, that is his 4th personal. And Peter Helveka is really the only individual tonight that has done much of anything. For Davies, had 9 in that first half. 6 so far in the second. He's up to 15 points, 1 more coming. Shot is up and good. They get 16 on the night for Helveka. And a turnover by South, and Kamara wasn't looking for it. York just quickly passed it ahead. Kamara was checked back in. He's got 4 fouls. York almost takes it away. Fullingstad's got 4 as well, as we're about to get to the halfway point of this second half. If Davies is looking for a time to make a move, it would be now. This ball is just loose for South right now as they get into the paint. Mitchell, he'll give it over to Hamilton on the baseline. Can he take control? A little step back. Jay is up and no good. Didn't even draw iron, but this ball into the hands. Now we're going to get a foul on the floor. I believe it's going to be on York, and it is. A little push in the back kind of saves South. Might have saved the bucket as well. York's first personal, 3rd team foul. Fouls have really been kind of calmed down. We're going to get a timeout from Coach Hendrickson. A full minute will break as well with our score. 9:30 to go, second half. The Bruins 50, the Eagles 37. You're watching North Dakota High School basketball on your live event.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage, our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Back out of the timeout for the Bruins. Their basketball, fresh shot clock, 9:30 to go. In this second half, which has been dominated by Fargo South, the inbound from Chihuahua goes to Mitchell, head fakes. The 2-3 zone trying to throw the Bruins off of their game, although their game is three-point shots, and the 2-3 zone's got pockets where you can launch. But it's a 2-3 zone that's been extended by Davies as a kick out. There's a three for Zulu. He hit one from there earlier. That one no good. And it looks like Coach Manson is trying to play the law of averages. That South just cannot hit enough threes to make this a game. York on the other end knocks down his own three, and it's a 10-point game. Quickly ahead the other way. Skip pass into the zone. There's a three from Chihuahua. That one is way long. This one brought down by Rinke. So as Manson found something in this one, Chihuahua ends up picking up a foul for Chihuahua. His third personal. Chihuahua, I should say, his fifth team foul. It's a 10-point advantage for South as they make some changes.
For Fargo South, on number 1, Josh Barjolo. Number 12, Austin Zulu. And number 21, Abakar Minganucci. In for Davies, number 15, Nick Hashbarger.
Inbounds coming from Davies. They get it across the timeline. Wide open shot underneath by Hashbarger, who stumbled with the pass, and because of that, was able to get a defender off the ground, goes up and in for two.
Counts, Bruins foul, number 12, Austin Zulu, his fourth personal, sixth team foul. At the line for the Eagles, number 15, Nick Hashbarger. One shot.
So the foul goes on Austin Zulu, his fourth personal. That one is up and good.
Substitution for the Bruins on number 30, Ali Shaheed.
So another three-point play for Davies as they pick it up full court.
Also back in number 10, Mike Hamilton.
So we'll see if Davies can continue to chip away at this lead. It was 13 points at one point. Minganucci downloaded Hamilton, who's up and in for two, and the foul. And this is on Kamara. It would have been his fifth. It is not. It's on Helveka. But Hamilton stops the bleeding, if just for a moment.
Hamilton at the line, shooting one.
Helveka, meanwhile, that's his second personal. That one is up and nothing but net for Hamilton. 8:30 to go, second half. Davies trying to get back into this one. Scratch and claws. Helveka, nice cross-court pass. Weisinger down low. Helveka doesn't rush that one. It's up and in and good. Strong game from him tonight. And Davies, the pressure. A little bit of a 2-3 extended zone into the backcourt. Trying to create some rush shots from South, a baseline drive, and we're going to get a blocking foul. Helveka, his third personal. Fifth team foul for the Eagles. Down 8. Helveka with 9 in that first half so far has another 9 in this second. So he has 18 to lead Davies. Meanwhile, Mike Hamilton head fake. Miganucci with it. He'll take a wing 3. That's way long, but the long rebound brought down by South. Head fake. Shot is up. Off iron, no good. And Kamara comes down with the board. Comes up with it. What an athletic play by him. And almost stolen, and it was stolen by Hamilton, but we get a kick on South. A lot of just chaos on the other end of the floor. In the end, Davies comes away with it. And South will pick up Davies full court as Kamara works to fix his shoe. Alpha Kamara, I've just been so impressed with that young man tonight. 6'4" senior. Plenty of hop in his game. You can just see how much higher he can leap than everybody else as York is able to get this ball across the timeline. Kick it out. That's Beiswinger, a wing 3 off iron. No, it wasn't even off iron, but the ball comes down into Davies' hands. Davies now Beiswinger on the baseline. Head fake shot up and good. Well, Beiswinger held scoreless until that moment, and it's a 6-point lead at 53-47. Ming Anuji knocks down the 3. And it's back to a 9-point lead and a steal by Hamilton on the other end. Down the way, it's Mike Hamilton who has a left-handed shot sent to West Fargo by Kamara. He's even got a little smile on his face. He knows that was one epic rejection by Kamara. However, Mike Hamilton, his Bruins still have the lead, and he has the ball. He'll step into a wing 3, in and out. Kamara down with the ball. York will bring it up. Pressure put on right away by Hamilton as the Bruins drop into a man-to-man coverage. Down low to Helveka. He goes one-on-one with Miganucci. Powered up, no, but we are going to get a foul on Barjolo. His third personal, 7th team foul into the line for a one-on-one will be Helveka. So Helveka, such a strong first half, carried the Davies Eagles offensively. Can he cut this down to a 7-point lead? Still plenty of time for Davies. But they got to get stops. That one is up and good. One more coming. Helveka. Pure. 49-56. Bruins with the lead. Miganucci almost wasn't expecting it. He gets through the defense. Kamara says no. York with the ball. Gets it across the timeline. Slows things down. Picked up by Trawali. Gets to the free throw line. Shot up and good for York. York had 5 free throws in that first half. Now has 5 points. All from the field goal area. A 3-pointer and a 2-pointer there. This shot is up and no good, but we are going to get a foul. 6th team foul on Davies. And the foul ends up being on Helveka, and that is a development because he has 4. So Kamara defensively, Helveka offensively have really just ignited this Eagles team as Hamilton's got 2 shots coming. The first one is up and good for Mike.
Fargo South substitution on number 45.
One more coming. But Helveka, the last thing you need, foul trouble for the 20-point scorer. 11 in this second half. Hamilton's one is up and good. Back to a 7-point lead for South. York, he's been very quiet tonight. As Beiswinger gets across the timeline. Same with him as well. York, though, gets into the paint. Nice pass. Helveka up and in for 2. And we're going to get a timeout from Coach Manson. We will take one with him as well. 58-53 with 5:54 to go in this game. Buckle up, everybody. It's going to be a fight to the finish as you watch North Dakota High School Hoops on your live event.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkmeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Back here at the Bruins Gymnasium, 58-53. How about the play of Peter Helveka? 22 points tonight for the Davies senior. The forward has been asked to pick up a bulk of the scoring without Mason Claybo available. He was here tonight sitting next to the coaches. This is one of those games that having that third score would be so valuable. Daniel York with 10 points tonight. 5 of those came from the free throw line. But he's had a couple field goals, a three-pointer and a two-pointer. You'd look for him to be a second scorer in this scenario. Feels like Helveka's really carried the load offensively for the Eagles. Meanwhile, the Bruins, they've been all over the place offensively. But it might be time for James Hamilton to step in and close this thing out as he has the ball on the baseline, goes through. Weak defense of Helveka, knows that he can't be overly aggressive with 4 fouls. And James Hamilton, he understood the assignment. Now we're going to get a foul on Chawali, and it'll be Beiswinger who will go to the line for a one-on-one.
Number 2, Abu Chawali, his 4th personal.
Chawali is 4th personal, 8th team.
8th team foul.
So Barjolo and Mitchell are in as Mike Hamilton and Chawali are out.
At the line for Davies, number 13, Jackson.
Manson's going to go with probably these 5 as long as he can. This is Bargan is in. Beiswinger, 1-1 from the line. First one up and good. Another one coming, talking about getting a secondary or a thirdary, if you will, or a third scorer. Beiswinger in and out on that one. 1-2 from the free throw line. No points in that first half, just very quiet. He came in averaging 10 points a game, just over at 10.3. So well below that. Kamara, by the way, just been a heck of a rebounder. Haven't had him do any scoring. He kind of alters that one, but there's Hamilton again who comes up with the rebound. So James Hamilton, just a phenomenal second half. We're going to get a foul, though, way away from the hoop. This one is going to be on Justin Zulu. His first personal. He has fouls to give. 9th team foul as Daniel York will go back to the free throw line, where he was 5 of 9 in that first half. Eight-point lead for the Bruins. York, final 1-on-1 to be shot, is up and in and out. He has struggled. 50% from the stripe tonight at 5 for 10. 19 points per game. And again, this is what the Bruins defense will do to you, and that's what James Hamilton will do to you. The closer is here tonight. James Hamilton has had enough of this Davies comeback attempt. He is on fire in this second half. Another bucket for him. That gives him 13 for the half tonight. 21 on the game, as James Hamilton has been everything that you would imagine from one of the EDC's best scorers. With 4:44 to go in this game, as we talked about, Davies appeared to be in a position to really close the gap, but you just can't miss free throws. Beiswinger, 1-2 from the free throw line. York misses the front end of a 1-on-1. And Davies finds himself down 10 points with the ball, 4:40 to go. Bruins will continue to play aggressive offense as Kamara looks to get rid of it. Beiswinger, kick out to York, head fake. He drives the baseline, almost travels, goes top of the key. Now swing it over. Beiswinger will get into the paint, go at the defense, looking for somebody, anybody, finds York. 3 from the wing, got it! Big 3 from Daniel York. Now you need to stop it. Kamara saved it. It's in the air. Davies will come away with it. York with it. Thinks about it, takes it, and airballs it. And out of bounds. Boy, that 3 would have been huge to get it to 4 points. But he found the rim not in his vicinity.
Bruins substitution, back in number 2, Abu for volley.
Bruins are able to break the press, get her down. Hamilton again goes up for the shot, and it's good. Goes off the contact of Hasbargen, and again, James Hamilton now with another bucket in this second half as York goes for the 2, but it's going to be a foul on the drive. And the foul is going to be on Josh Barjolo, his 4th personal. And 2 attempts coming from York. Can't miss free throws at this point. First one is up. Good. Another one coming for York. No good. Rebound brought down by Hamilton. Gets it ahead across the timeline. South with the ball. Gets it to Hamilton. Hamilton just looking to score every time he gets the ball. And why not? James Hamilton saying good night to Davies. This young man has been incredible. 25 points for the senior. We're going to get a jump ball as Helveka drives into the paint. It's going to be south ball.
Substitution on for the Bruins, number 21, Abakar Minganucci.
Hamilton, 17 second half points as he eclipses his season average with that bucket. But you could see it in his eyes. About 6 minutes to go, maybe a little bit less. It was just his time. There was going to be no denying James Hamilton, as he has just taken over this game, and he's got it right underneath, and why not another one? James Hamilton, it's too easy at this point for that young man. Another bucket for him. So he's got 19 in this half. That shot is up and no good, and Hamilton down with the board. It's his world. We're just living in it. Down the other way. That shot is up and good. Minganucci. Up and in for 2. (72-58). York for 3. Off iron, no good. Kamara, he comes down with the board but can't handle it. It's on the ground. It comes down to South. It's ahead. Minganucci with the room, and no, we're going to get, what are we getting here?
No basket.
A technical on Hamilton.
We have a technical foul on Fargo South. 22, James Hamilton.
Coach Hendrickson with his arms crossed. I'm not sure. Our eyes were drawn to the other end of the court, so we didn't really see what took place underneath the Davies hoop. So Coach Hendrickson having a conversation with the referee who called a technical. I don't know if I have ever seen a situation where, as Helveka is to shoot the technical free throws, he's got one more coming. I don't know if I've ever seen a situation mid-breakaway where a referee decides to step in and call the technical. That one is good as well. 72-60 our score. An interesting development now because Davies gets the ball with 2:25 to go, and they got to start hitting shots.
Back on for the Eagles, number 32, Colton Rinke.
As York has it, he's left alone, gets into the paint. Drive, kick out. There's a corner three. It's up and off iron, no good. The rebound brought down by Hamilton. Gets into the hands of Troala, head to Hamilton. Hamilton says, I'm just not going to stop for anybody tonight. Was trying to get it over to Barjolo. Knocked out of bounds. Ball will stay with South.
Maybe substitution back in, number 11, Alpha Kamara.
So Kamara in for defensive purposes. The inbound coming. Hamilton open in the wing, don't get it to him. We'll get it to Zulu, who will fake the drive, crossover dribble. Picked up. York has it. Minganuji has it go off his, no, it's knocked out by York. Stay South ball with 16 to go on the shot clock. And an inbound's coming from Trewally. Gives it to Hamilton. Baseline shot, no good. Rush that one as York comes away with it. York just kind of rolling with the ball. They get it ahead. Kamara. Kamara to the hoop. Up shot, good. Timeout, Manson. As Kamara.
Timeout, Fargo Davies.
Puts that one in.
This is a full timeout.
Full timeout called by Davies. We'll keep it right here to let you know. Stay tuned for the Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. We'll have an opportunity to meet with a coach and player to discuss the game at large from their perspective, along with naming an energy player of the game brought to you by Enbridge and a precision play of the game brought to you by RDK Enterprises. A lot of things to choose from in this one when it comes to the precision play of the game, but James Hamilton, who most undoubtedly is going to get our RDK Enterprises Energy Player of the game, taking over. If it wasn't really just one play, it was a collection of plays from about the 6 minute to 3 minute mark of this one where he just would not be denied, attacking the hoop, shooting shots from the wing. An incredible job by James Hamilton. Why not with this young man, the senior guard as they have him listed, but he plays more like a forward at 6'3". And you kind of see the difference in a game like this where you have one guy that you can turn to be, lack of a better term, the dude. Davies without their dude, so to speak. South, well, he's inbounding it right now. This one is knocked out of bounds by Davies. So it'll stay South ball. 72-62, minute 47 to go. Dan Gunnarsson, Reggie Funk, thank you for joining us in tonight's game. Not yet quite over score-wise, but South just going to launch threes with 1:47 to go, and then Hamilton comes up with it, and then it's knocked out of bounds, and Coach Hendrickson has a look of bewilderment on his face. I got to chuckle myself. Justin Zulu, no reason for you to shoot threes down the other end. Daniel York can't come away with it. Kamara knocks it out of bounds. So no harm, no foul. Coach Hendrickson just still can't believe it. You're up 10. He's still talking to him. Hamilton, tough inbound spot. Gets it to Trewally. Gets it back to Hamilton. Trewally, Hamilton. Skip pass over. Zulu, Hamilton, corner. They shot up for two and good. Minganuji puts it in for two. As York will get into the paint. Shot is up, good, and a foul. Daniel York came alive a little bit in this second half, but too little too late. As the foul ends up being on Barjolo, and he fouls out. Boy, so many players, again, by Hendrickson, thrown at the problem that fouls are not at all a concern. It just doesn't feel that way. It doesn't feel like he manages based off of fouls in terms of what his rotation looks like. He based off of feeling, more or less, as that one goes in for York. And a turnover by South. Davies will hoist a three. Off iron, no good. Those just did not fall tonight. South, Shahid gets it to Chawali, to Zulu. Back to the top of the key as South will try to play keep away for the next 50 seconds. Zulu will, instead of taking the three, dribbled out. He learned his lesson. Now there's Hamilton, who's fouled, and will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Came a little bit late in the game clock.
Colt Reinke, his first personal, 17 foul. Substitution for Davies on number 33, Peter Havelka.
Foul ends up being on Rinke, his first personal, 17 foul.
James Hamilton.
Daniel York. Sneaking back is Hamilton. First one up and good for him. Another one coming for him. Hamilton. 20 second half points. One more coming for the senior. Sometimes when you get games like this, Hamilton, it doesn't feel like a scorer of his caliber will impose his will. You just kind of look up and go, oh my goodness, the guy has 29 points, but it really felt like he just took over late in the second half. As that shot is no good, knocked out of bounds. It'll go Davies' way as York's shot falls short. Head fake. York, corner three. Nope, he'll drive into the paint and then knocked to the ground by Minganuji, who tried to help him up.
Foul number 21, Abakar.
I don't think York actually saw his hand because he did give him a kind of a pat on the back after he got up. I think he was looking at the referee to make sure that there was an actual foul there. So Minganuji picks up his second personal. There's the first one. Up and good.
Number 13, Jackson, vice winner.
That one is up and good as well. Davies down 9 as this one gets ahead. Minganuji with it. We'll just hang on to it. And Davies will trap Hamilton. We'll go at the hoop. Shot up and good.
Hamilton.
That one for York is good. And that is it. 78-69, your final.
Fargo Davies, 69.
The Bruins pick up a win against the 4th-ranked team in the state, the Fargo Davies Eagles. 78-69, a big victory for them. We want you to stay tuned to the Tommy's Express Car Wash show. We'll get an opportunity to talk with the head coach of the Bruins, Mike Hendrickson. Hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to James Hamilton and talk about his 31-point performance. 23 of those coming in the second half. We'll break when we come back. The Tommy's Express Car Wash show here on your live event, the final from Fargo South. Bruins 78, Davies 69. Back with the post-game show right after this.
Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Where other banks see risk, Bell sees opportunity. As an SBA-preferred lender, we make loan decisions locally because we know your potential. When Bob and Dan from Alderon Industries came to us for a loan, we saw them.
One of the first things I realized with Bob and Dan, they were really hardworking people and they were passionate about their business.
When I meet with Bell, I feel seen. They saw our vision and then they made it happen.
Your small business is not just your job, it's your whole world. We'll help you get it right.
I'm Freya Engen. I'm confident during the match, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Lily Bill. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Welcome to the Empire. We have open gym times and 2 full courts with 6 basketball hoops. Court rentals are available. You can even host your own tournaments. Memberships are available. The Emperor's Club. Hone your skills and improve your game. Basketball and volleyball training classes are available now. The Empire, Fargo's newest sports complex.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Dan Gutterson back with you here on the Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. We'll see if we can't be joined in the post-game by one of the coaches and players as they headed to the locker room, and see if they'll make their way up here in the time being. I'm going to give you a little bit of a recap of this one specifically. The Enbridge player of the game, the Enbridge Energy player of the game. And for that, we got to give it to James Hamilton, who we'll have a chance to talk to here in the post-game show shortly. But James Hamilton, his 31 points tonight, 23 of those coming in the second half. What a great game from him. And they've joined me now, so we'll take a quick break, adjust things, and get them on the post-game show. You're watching North Dakota High School Hoops on your live event.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
Back here on the post-game show, I am joined by James Hamilton. James, a huge second half for you guys, specifically yourself. What was it in that second half, specifically towards the end? You know, Davies seemed to kind of close things in, make it about a 6-point game. It almost looked like you said, all right, it's my time. Give me the ball. I'm going after the hoop no matter what. Take me through your mindset in that second half.
Really, my mindset wasn't really to score. It was really to rebound. When I rebounded, that got me more energy and did more and aggressive to the rim. That's what made me get going.
With that rebounding, leading to that scoring, what did you see from the defense specifically that you thought was going to allow you to attack the hoop and get those rebounds? Felt like you guys were doing a great job with some offensive rebounding as well. Is that was something you were seeing by the way they were playing? They got into a little bit of zone. Take me through that too.
I was in the middle, and I just had open lanes to just crack it and just go to the rim and be aggressive. I just was trying to help out the team by rebounding and staying aggressive for the team.
Well, you talk about the aggressiveness. You guys came out with a lot of energy, which I know that's what you and your coach and I were talking about before the game, just throwing bodies. Seems to be all the time, 3 guys coming off the bench. What does that do for you when you know, like, hey, I can go hard for 5 minutes, I'm going to get a breather, or my teammates can go hard for 5 minutes, and they're going to get a breather, and we're going to be okay?
It's really exciting. I like that because, like, I can take a break and get back in and keep doing my rebounds and scoring so I can have good energy, and it helps.
Big win for you guys moving forward. Good way to start the new year. Davies, obviously a formidable team, but you've got a long way to go. In your mind, James, what do you think this does for your team from the mindset perspective when you come in the 4th team ranked in state, one of the top teams in the EDC standing-wise, and you more or less dominate them on your home floor?
It gives us a lot of confidence going through, and we're going to have confidence going to play Grand Forks Central, our next game.
Should be a fun one. James, I appreciate you joining me on the post-game show. We'll bring in your head coach. Congratulations on the win, James. And, Coach, I'll bring you in here as well. Coach Hendrickson joining me on the post-game show. We talked about it beforehand. You just have your kids and tell them it's 3 to 4 minutes, almost as a hockey shift mentality. Go hard, I'll get you out. And that just seemed to be what you were doing tonight. And it felt like it almost flustered Davies, where they'd see and be like, all right, here's a break. Oh, man, 3 more fresh bodies are coming in. It just weared them down throughout. Were you feeling that as well from the bench?
Exactly, and that's the one thing we have. We have 10 kids. We're looking at those 10 kids that we want to give them some time, and we're not going to be into that hockey like 5 in and 5 out stuff, but we figure we have enough kids that can just keep putting pressure on out there. They can keep doing the job we want them to do, and that's what we just told them. He said, eventually they're going to get tired. It might not be in the middle of the first half, it might not be in the middle, but at the end of the game, they're going to know that we kept coming at them. And again, I really commend our kids to, just like James here made the comment, he knows if he can go play hard for 3 minutes, he's going to get a break. And then when he's ready to get back in the game, he's going to go hard again for 3 minutes. It's not that, I'm just going to coast because, I don't have anybody else to come in for me.
We'll talk about him in a little bit. I want to talk a little about Minganuji and his play off the bench. He seemed to spark some energy when he came into the first half and continued to deliver for you throughout. Talk about his game a little bit.
Well, it's kind of comical because we played in St. Cloud this past weekend, and he plays half of JV and half of the varsity game, and we weren't satisfied with him. I mean, he kind of was just going through the motions, and and I keep telling him he's a really good player. For a sophomore, he's a very talented young man, and we just said that's not acceptable. And so we met with him last night after practice, and I said, I don't know what to do with you, because if you're going to play that way, you're not going to play. You have to get out there and just go for it. And, tonight, it was like, wow. I mean, I don't know how many rebounds he got that just came flying out of nowhere, and this big, long body grabbing him, him hitting some shots. He is a good three-point shooter. He can do that. We just said if you're part of what we're doing, you make us a really good team. But if you're going to just go out there and go through the motions, you make us average, and then you're not going to be one of those 10 guys that are in there, that sub-rotation, that type of thing.
You wouldn't have known that he would have had some struggles in the last few games by the way he played tonight. It almost felt like he was a natural part of what you were trying to do and a big-time player, and he really stepped up in a big way for you tonight, as did your leader in Hamilton, James, with 31 points tonight. But I just want to get your perspective of what it was like from the bench. Davies felt like they were closing the gap a little bit, and then all of a sudden it just seemed like every time James got the ball, he was attacking. He was going after the hoop. He didn't care who was in front of him, and it really seemed to calm things down for you and your team to have him take over. Is that the feeling that you had too?
Exactly. James is that guy. I mean, even at the end of the game, we're like, hold it, but he's just got a scorer's mentality, and that's great. And again, he's another one that we told, if you're just going to play offense and not go down and rebound, I don't know how many rebounds he had tonight either, and there was a ton there also. I said, you have to do that everything. I mean, he's our All-State kid. And so it's like, we need you to do that, be that leader on the court. It doesn't have to be the vocal stuff, but you need to play hard on every play. And tonight, he did that. And he jumps well. He just has a knack, like we talked earlier. He has a knack for the ball. He's going to find a way to get the ball. And he started out slow. I don't know if he scored for about the first 5-6 minutes of the game. And then all of a sudden it was like, okay, now I got in the rhythm because I've got some rebounds. I did the little things. And you could just see him grow as that game went along.
Yeah, only 8 points in that first half. And I say only because that first half was a slog on both sides of the ball.
It was a grind.
But you guys, hey, doesn't matter if it's ugly or if it's a pretty win is a win, and a big win for you guys at home against Davies. What does that do in your mind, Coach, moving forward? Again, it's early in the season, but it's still an important win for you guys.
Well, Davies is just, they're just good. I mean, that's about all I can say. I mean, Coach Manson does just a phenomenal job with those guys, and they know how to play the game. I mean, their size, their speed, they can shoot the ball, they all handle the ball well, they all do the little things. It's the stuff that we told our kids before the game is that, this is a stepping stone for us, that we want to show people that we can do these things too. We're not this undisciplined team that just runs around, but we need to understand that type of thing. And so again, playing against Davies, you can't commend Coach Manson enough. I mean, I consider him a great friend, and the way he coaches his teams are just phenomenal. So when you can get a win against something like that, it's just another feather in the cap for our team.
Yeah, big win for you guys. 4-1 now in EDC play. Yeah, exactly, as you move on to the next stage of the season. Coach, I just want to thank you for your time. Congratulations tonight on another win as Coach Hendrickson and the Bruins move on for the victory. We'll take our final break of the post-game show. When we come back, some stats and a final saying here from the gym. You're watching North Dakota High School basketball on your live event.
A crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Dan Gutterson back here on the Tommy's Express Car Wash show. Post-game show, I should say. Thank you to Tommy's Express Car Wash for bringing us this post-game show, sponsoring this post-game show. Tommy's Express Car Wash. Love your ride at Tommy's Express Car Wash. Sign up for the Tommy Club through the app today, and new members get their first 30 days free. Tommy's Express Car Wash with 2 locations in Fargo and 2 in Moorhead. They have the tools and the expertise to keep your car clean inside and out. We already named the Enbridge player of the game, but it's worth mentioning again, James Hamilton with 31 points, 23 of those in the second half against a very solid Davies team. Adding to that total as well, coming in second in scoring for South was Abakar Minganuji. We talked about him in the post-game show. I really should get that name right. That young man ends up being our RDK Enterprises precision player of the game, or had the precision play of the game. And again, it's really tough to look at one play in the grand scheme of this thing. It just really felt like South and Davies, or South continued to keep the Davies at arm's length. But just based on what Coach Hendrickson was telling us post-game, the way that Minganuji came in the second half, or I should say in the first half, and ignited some energy off the bench and continued to bring it into the second half. We have to give him that RDK Enterprises precision plays of the game, if you will. So for Enbridge, life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. That's enbridge.com for career opportunities. And then, of course, RDK Enterprises in Hillsborough and Drayton for precision planning updates, information, questions. Contact RDK Enterprises in Hillsborough and Drayton. 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. RDK Enterprises is here to help you. Thank you to all our sponsors for giving us the opportunity to bring you high school hoops throughout the month of January, February, and into March. This is the time of the year that is so much fun. So I hope that you are ready for more games to be coming your way. We started with a good one on the EDC side last night between Horace and Shanley. We had a good one on the boys side tonight between South and Davies. The Bruins in the victory. They end up moving to 5-4 overall, 4-1 in EDC play. Meanwhile, Davies 5-2 overall, 3-1 in EDC play, and will drop a half game behind South in the standings. So congratulations to Coach Hendrickson and the Bruins. Don't expect Davies to go anywhere either. This team is going to continue to be a thorn in the side of a lot of teams. Coming up next for them, it'll be an opportunity to take on Fargo North on Tuesday next week. For South, a little bit of a longer break. They will play Central next Saturday up in Grand Forks. For Reggie Funk, I'm Dan Gunnarsson. Again, thank you to everybody who tuned in and to our great sponsors for giving us the opportunity to bring you this game. Thank you so much for tuning in to your live events broadcast of North Dakota High School basketball. We'll see you on the next broadcast.